What are we doing? Well, let me tell you, we're eating Dragon's Crossing. We're breathing Dragon's Crossing. We're eating it for breakfast. We're sleeping it at night. I was up all night. Guess what I was doing? Playing Dragon's Crossing, baby, until the sun came up. Okay, maybe fell asleep by 8 a.m. Boom, wake up. Guess what I was thinking on my mind when I woke up? Dragon's Crossing. I'm an addicted fool. So, and here's what happens. I wake up and I get this alpha, these ideas in my mind. I'm a zombie. Whew. I actually, what do we got here? We got my DeFi Kingdoms coffee mug going. It's not very often I make coffee. That maybe is a good sign. Maybe we're coming back to life here. I don't know. Some days I'm wondering if I'm ever going to come back to life. Oh, but it hit me. This hit me. Remember yesterday I was talking about Ferd right here, my boy Ferd, who wasn't at all season. By the way, all season long was not on my radar. Oh yeah, bullish DFK mug. That's right, Doctorus. I'm wondering how he's doing. I heard he wasn't doing well this season. Doctorus, our man, won last season first place. He also got either third or fourth place on top of that. Maybe it was fourth place, but maybe it was even first and third place, and got sixth place. I want to say first, fourth, and sixth. That doesn't just happen, boys and girls. Man has big brains. Let's go, Kong, my own personal Jesus Christ in the house. Maybe he'll jump on. Maybe we'll get Doug Hype on here. Okay, because this just hit me. So yesterday I fought with Mr. Ferd right here. Okay. And I saved my skills the whole freaking day. And I'm battling out my boy Ferd as I realize, whoa, this guy is looking good all of a sudden on the season. And he's pretty, he's been strong. He could be stronger. I don't hardly have any level 16 items. This is all with level 12 items. Okay. And I was battling out the whole day, saving my skills. He's level 17. I'm right where Brooke was last night. If you watch that, I think we're still in first place. Are we still in first place? I saw we did have another person beat Abaddon. Oh my gosh. We've had, since just over the last 30, 45 minutes, we've had 5 more people beat Abaddon, but no one has managed to beat me. I'm still in first place. Okay. Well, our boy right here, Ferd, okay, when you look at that leaderboard, he's only used 255 quests so far, okay, and he's almost level 18. He's right where Brooke was yesterday, 8 of 12 XP. The problem was yesterday, I couldn't get this damn tile. I had all 4 of these tiles opened for the entire 15 rounds yesterday. It never once opened for 15 straight battles with Ferd, my boy, which is interesting. But here's what hit me. And I was like, dang. Okay. Because after today, he'll have 270 quests used after today. But he's strong. He's strong enough, probably, to where here's the alpha this season that I know Kung Fu has really brought to light, and maybe guys like Doctorus and other people, Bob Nothing, guys that talk about all this stuff in the chat, is that, and I've noticed, I know Kung Fu on a lot of his streams, he says, as you get stronger, as your hero levels up, he automatically gets stronger versus the opponents on that tile, like just automatically, and your opponents automatically get weaker somehow. And I did notice that. It kind of made sense. Okay, I was trying to fight the sub boss on tile 5 at level 16, and with several people I did beat him, but I also did die with a couple. Okay, I died with a couple heroes trying to fight the sub boss, and I was like, damn, this sub boss is super overpowered this season. I can only imagine. My first thought was, I bet Abaddon is going to be even harder. Let's go Golden Eye. Yeah, let's go. So I was thinking, I bet even Abaddon is going to be harder. And okay, was my thought. And so, but no, lo and behold, it's your level. So the higher your level, the lower the boss's health goes. Isn't that interesting? And so it makes sense, though. It's big brains. The devs are so big brains in this game. They think there's so much well thought out detail within this game. So if you want to risk it for the biscuit and try to beat that boss at level 16 with jacked up gear, well, that's probably not going to work. Okay. Even at level 17, maybe somebody will beat Abaddon at level 17, because if you get all the phenomenal items, you know, from the stash, and just go there and just stack up your stud with all the best items in the game, maybe somebody could take on Abaddon at level 17. If you take on Abaddon at level 17, he's going to have like 290 health, according to our man Doctorus, and I believe him. Same with, I know Kung Fu, they're all saying that. But then once you level up to level 18, he's all of a sudden at 241 health. Okay. And that there might be a range there where it's different, but I think I've seen like 241 health. Seems like both battles that I saw, I can think of. Okay. Well, once you go up to level 19, is he even lower health? Once you go up to level 20, is he even lower health? I think that's the case. Okay. And I'm imagining, so if you face the sub boss, I noticed yesterday, it was like, okay, sometimes he's as high as 259 health. I thought it was RNG. Sometimes he's as low as 198 health. I realized that's due to the level of the hero. And there might be a little range there. 281, not 91. Okay, 281. Thanks for that clear. I need people to keep me straight on the details. It is important to me. Details are important to me, but I often fly by the seat of my pants, and I'm not always exactly accurate. And unless I say I'm exactly accurate, you know, and I really did the research, it's usually guesstimations when I'm talking, and I'll indicate that. But anyways, okay. So my thought is, here's some new alpha that hit me while I was sleeping for 3 whole hours last night, because I'm addicted to this game. I'm a junkie. I'm a mindlessly irresponsible crazy fool when it comes to Dragon's Crossing, baby. Let's go. Well, it hit me. I was so bummed out because I was like, Ferd, man, I was hoping to be able to fight the boss like right now with, you know, or not right now, but when I level up to 18 here, you know, I would have been in the exact same position I was in last night with Brooke, okay, who is number 1 on the leaderboard at the moment. That will change, I almost guarantee, today, okay, except I'm at the exact same spot that I was with Brooke, except the damn tile just never opened. And so, okay, so I would have been starting out today. But here's the hard part. I need 4 XP. I need 4 XP. So that's 4. So I'm going to have to battle 4 times. He is pretty strong, could be stronger. He's just very similar, eerily similar to Brooke's stats. Okay, but I think even slightly better than where Brooke was sitting last night. Like, kind of. Okay, when you look at his items, though, okay, the reason why I was kind of saying he's stronger is when I look at his items, he's got level 12 items, like good ones though. Look at these beast level 12 items. They're all level 12. Okay. And so the ring, except these boots are level 16, but they're not great at all. I definitely could use better shoes. Okay. And I remember I needed that, and boom, it hit, even though it's nothing super sexy. Actually, this gives me more armor mit proc percentage. Okay. These other boots here, should I zoom in? Let's see if I can zoom in a bit. No, that's too much. Okay. So it just hit me through the night. Like, oh, if we battle the sub boss at level 18 instead, we might be strong enough to not have to waste skills on him. I did it last season. I beat him. I threw some Hail Marys right at the end of the year because the end of the season popped up on us. It snuck up on us like 2 days earlier than I realized was the end of the season, or like a day and a half to 2 days. I didn't know exactly like when it would end, and it turned out being a day sooner than, what was it, June 28th was the end time, right? And I was thinking like midnight, June 28th. I thought I'd have a whole day, June 28th. It was like midday of June 27th, because they went off like UTC, like 000 midnight of UTC, which was June 27th. Okay, so I have a hero, haven't played. Can you go through quickly some best practices? Oh, wow, GoldenEye. Yes, that's what we do here. Doug Hype, who might come on the show. Okay, I just told him I want to get my thoughts out first here. I want to brain dump on you guys. This is more alpha GoldenEye. This is more alpha. Okay, but Doug Hype just did a 30-minute beginner's video. Okay, and so you're right now asking the right questions, GoldenEye. It's the perfect time to gain interest in this game, because this season is less than 2 weeks. We got probably like 10 days before this season ends. Okay, and oh yeah, baby, 10 days before this season ends. Okay, yeah, watch that, and you'll pick up a lot here. This is more alpha advanced on this video, and I'm gonna fight. My goal here is to fight both the sub boss and the final boss on the same day, not use any skills on the sub boss, or maybe one skill, and then fully heal. Okay, so we need 4 XV. Okay, we'll probably need 2 heals in there. Okay, and then we'll have to go level up. Okay, so 2 heals, that's 6. To go level up will be 4 more quests eaten. So that's 10 quests. Then we're going to have to open 2 tiles. That's 2 more quests. So we're at 12 quests. Then I'm going to have to battle the sub boss, fully heal. Not going to happen. My bad, guys. My bad. I don't think, unless the only way this is possible, the only way this is going to be possible, dang it, I didn't think this through enough. I don't think I'll be able to fight them both the same day, because unless I can literally battle through these 4 straight battles without having to heal, it is possible. So there is still a chance. We still have a chance. Okay. So I guess we do have a small outside chance to fight both bosses today. If not, here's the thing with good old Ferd, is that after the day ends, he'll be at 270 quests, and then right out the gate tomorrow, real early tomorrow, I'll be able to fight Abaddon. Okay. So we'll be good. Maybe it'll be tomorrow, only if you don't use skills on sub boss. That's right. And I did at the end of the season last season. Okay. At the end of the season last season, I was able to beat the sub boss with 4 or 5 heroes. Okay. Without using a skill, and fully heal, and then fight Abaddon, the final boss, on the same day. Okay. Because we had to throw that Hail Mary, because we were doing the no heal meta. We were doinking around with our quests. We weren't using all our quests. We were trying to conserve those quests, not heal, so that we could, and we thought I thought I had an extra 2 days, I remember thinking, or at least an extra 1 day than what I actually had. Then I realized, I remember on that Monday, it was a Monday, and I thought it was ending Wednesday, and I thought it was actually going to end Wednesday night. I was hoping. Okay, but it turned out it ended midday on Tuesday. Okay, so like a whole day and a half at least. Okay, and my mindset was I had all kinds of heroes that were going to come do the evening right after it ended last season. If it would have just even extended like 4 or 5 more hours, I remember last season, I would have had a whole nother day with most of my heroes, because they were all like evening heroes, and it ended right before the evening. It was killing me. It was like killing me. Okay. Yeah, because, and I've already battled a lot here. So the tiles should unlock really quick, Dewey War. But you're right, it's unlikely because those tile unlocks will eat up quests. And then we also have to hope I battle without needing to heal for 4 XP. Okay. And then, of course, I'll have to heal after that before I face the sub boss. And then I'm going to have to heal after I face the sub boss. So it's a long shot here, but we're still going to give it a go. But then, if nothing else, right, 271, maybe 272 will be that benchmark if I can win. And the other debate here with this hero, I do have a berserk now. Okay. I did go and buy a berserk because I feel like it's just been a great skill for me with warriors. I feel like here's a more weird meta. Last season, it was so weird as I heard other people's feedback because my most OP heroes were my rangers, okay, last season, but everybody else said rangers were last in their book, okay? And then this season, my most OP heroes are by far warriors, as you can see, and I've got another warrior that I'm for sure going to win today, okay, later on tonight, late tonight. I mean, not for sure going to win, but she is like, she was on the leaderboard, and strong, or it's Joel. Okay. He might even still be on there. Probably not though. And like, he's ready to rock level. He just didn't quite have enough quests to get to level up and come back and fight the final boss. This one though, this hero, okay, has blade form parry, and Doug is real big on blade form parry. He even had it in S tier, and I was like, ooh, really? So Doug also, I did a stream with Doug Hype and I Know Kung Fu, but I was only on for the beginning of the stream. I watched the rest of that stream last night. I could listen to I Know Kung Fu for hours. There's something about his soothing voice that's like, oh, I love it. Yo, Doug, yep, we've been talking about you. I will go out in 11 minutes, won't see the fight. Hope I can come back and see you killed it. This opened the gates for all to go at 17. See, my thought here's the alpha before you go is, why not wait to fight the sub boss until level 18? If we almost for sure have to be level 18 in order to beat Abaddon, okay, why not just wait till level 18 to fight the sub boss? Then it gives you a chance to save your skills for the whole day. You can potentially beat him without using any skills. And then he's even lower health at level 18. I haven't fought him yet at level 18. I've only fought him at level 16 and 17, the sub boss. Okay. So, yo, Doug. Okay. So that, so it's so interesting that Doug has, I know Doug is like defensive minded, and I'm to an extent with him. I definitely agree on the strong offensive meta this season. But here's where I love defense. I love defense with armor mitt proc, and maybe I'm a little out of whack on this, but I am so big on having tons of armor mitt proc and armor mitt amount both. Okay. When you can I have a hero now. There was a hero last night that I got one of those badass robes, and I had all these other badass items. It might be that other warrior that's just going to go in and just destroy, I think, Abaddon tonight. But she won't quite, she'll be at like 290-ish, 289, 290 quest, I think. She's just going to have to go. I'm on my way to level up. I think I'm on the treacherous peaks. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think I'll be at, 289. And I'll be shocked if I don't smoke Abaddon with her, because she has got so much armor mitt. If I'm thinking of the right person, I've got a few more warriors that are ready to beat Abaddon today. But I just noticed yesterday, Ferd had a real chance to beat him today. I was hoping. Well, okay. And so, okay. All right. So that's the alpha. Also, so blade form parry, I just don't know, especially since it's 5 skill points. You know, if you have a ton of parry, which this hero is okay at parry, but not great at all. So I don't know. Yeah, parry is so good. See, I'm bigger now. When you can get almost 100% parry, well then yes, blade form parry is great, and we can get it to last like the whole battle, where essentially every single time you're ever hit, you're basically going to be parried. Okay. And then with high armor mitt, I do love the defensive builds on some of the heroes, because last season, Bob Nothing and I were going back and forth last night a little bit. Bob Nothing, the freaking legend. Okay. And I mean, I think what Doug's saying here, kind of the meta this season is, it's more about the offensive skills and just killing him as fast as you can and hoping he doesn't get big damage off on you. And I think I would agree with that meta for the most part. I agree that skills like Berserk, skills like Firebolt, whatever other skills that deal high damage, custom poison, that I only have one hero with, and I haven't even used it yet. I can't even remember which hero it was. My Rangers are way behind this season. My mages are okay. And it's just all warriors here that it's like been easy one after another. I'm just moving right on through that tile 4 boss, right on in to tile 5, and just moving right through. And, you know, not usually ever having trouble beating the sub boss with my warriors, and just keep on going. Okay. Whereas my mages, I've died to that sub boss once or twice. And my Rangers aren't even there yet. Hardly. And so, okay, but who knows? So then I also have several heroes that I started later in the season that are probably looking better. Okay. And I'm kind of waiting on those to probably be my most OP heroes coming up. And I'm guessing that's going to be the case with a lot of people. But except one of my very best ones of those lot of the up and comers, as I call them, died last night at level 13 on tile 4. And that is again, and I shouldn't have died. And then I couldn't flee. It was frustrating, even though her quickness was good. All the more, I can't tell you guys how many times I flee all throughout the season. You got to do it. You have to, especially at tile 4. Holy smokes, when you're transitioning to try and get to that level 14 is key to get to level 14. So all the more, it keeps confirming and reconfirming to not go to tile 4 at level 12, because I have a hard enough time on tile 4 at level 13. Level 12 was just disaster for me this season. Hardly did that work very well. Maybe with a hero or two, I kind of squeaked through, you know, getting by at level 12. And then you got to go back and heal all the time. You're wasting all those quests. You got to flee all the time. Every time you see a ghoul, monkey, or bear, you're fleeing. Even at level 13, you're fleeing. If, you know, unless you just got all your skills and you're about to level up or something, you know, you're not. So you're like wasting quests all the time to flee and then go back and forth to heal. And it's just so many freaking quests are left on the table. I can't tell you how many times I'm sitting there on tile 3, okay, with 2 or 3 quests, especially at 3 quests, tile 3, and you're almost dead. What do? You can't really do anything. You can't. The only thing you can do is, if you're level 13, is go back to tile 3, heal, and then battle the daily, or even try. Sometimes at level 13, I'll still go ahead and battle here and there on tile 3 even, and sometimes you get the XP. You know, if you battle a 10, 11 hero, or the daily quest is a guaranteed XP. That's the hardest, most trickiest part of the whole game, is between level 11 and 13. Getting to level 14 is a beast. Okay. And yeah, right. So yeah, I have to unlock both tiles before I hit level 18. And I've got a feeling, Doctorus, when you look at him, I have battled quite a few times on this tile to have not unlocked these tiles. I have battled, so I came at 227 quests and now I'm at 255. So I guess there's still a chance that I can't unlock both tiles, you know, before I get to level 18. That's a must. You're right. That is a must. So, okay. So here we go. Let's go. All right. It's already 25 minutes on the time warp. Okay. All right. So, but yeah, the defensive, you know, versus the offensive with blade form parry and high parry, it can work because you got blade, you essentially can blade form parry the entire battle and basically almost have 100% chance to parry every single time you're hit. And then on top of that, if you've got good armor mitt, which this guy's still got good armor mitt at the moment, you know, I would like to have it at 80 though. I have a hero. I can't remember which hero, but I want to say it's like 86% armor mitt proc chance. That is, but the armor mitt amount on that hero is kind of low. Okay. But when you can get them both very high, at that point, I don't care too much about anything else, because I can essentially just go battle and battle and battle and battle and battle and battle and not have to heal. And they're hitting me and it's clanking and it's clanking and it's clanking. And even if they crit, it says crit 0 damage, clank, crit 1 damage, crit 5 damage, crit 11 damage, you know, and it's like, I can take that all day long, especially on a warrior with tons of HP. So on those type heroes, you get tons of HP, tons of armor mitt, tons of armor mitigation amount, both. Woo! And so this guy has more armor mitt amounts than my hero last night. And I would love to get one of those beasts. I got a phenomenal helmet last night too that I've never seen before from the 5th tile. That was like OM to the G. And we've seen a few of those items that just pop out and you're just like, wowzers. I've seen robes with 45 armor mid amount. Okay. Proc armor mitigation proc chance, 45%. I had that last season too. And those were the heroes that I did the best on, as long as you can also get the armor mitigation amount number high over 20, but especially upper 20s. When you get that up over 25 to 30 armor mitigation amount plus the armor mitigation proc chance, to me, that trumps everything. That trumps damage that your hero does. That trumps dodge. It trumps parry, and it trumps crit. Of course, all those things are important, and especially parry if you're using blade form parry. You know, so this might be the right combination here, where he's pretty solid still on the armor mitt proc chance, 66.5 with 21 armor mid amount, and then parry, you know, 22%. Hopefully I can get that up with an item or two, a little bit. If I still got a level 12 ring, could maybe bring up that parry some. And then the blade form parry, you get almost 100% chance to parry every time. Okay, and then on top of that, you get the armor mitt that's still strong there, and you're just going to be so hard to beat, even if you're getting crit. Okay, and the dodge is even okay at 40. All right, I do have another hero with dodge at 56, but I notice it doesn't. It's not. It's even that. It's just 56% chance you're going to dodge. You're still going to get hit a lot. Whereas versus an armor mitt being at 85 plus with high armor mid amount, you're almost invincible. That's my feeling. Okay, but everything matters. Everything's good. All those other things still matter. Yeah, bring me on. This is my sweet spot. Defense, baby. Yeah, Doug is defense meta, and he's like one of the few that's saying that, and it's really interesting to me. Okay, let me bring on Doug. Let's go ahead and do that. Present. Or no, invite. Okay. Gonna stop the screen, baby. Let's go. Okay, Doug, here it comes. And also Kong talked about maybe coming on. Okay, so there's Doug and Kong. Where are you, Kong? On my Discord. Bam. Paste. Okay. All right. So, and Doug didn't have a chance. Doug didn't really have a chance to kind of give his defense meta too much last night. Okay. Share screen. Okay. So, I kind of want to hear Doug out more on this blade form parry. Like, why on earth did Doug, why on earth does Doug Hype have blade form parry as an S-tiered skill? Give us the pitch. Let's go, Doug.
Am I live now? Okay, so this is the thing. Last season, blade form parry was kind of the underdog S-tier thing where it's like, you know, there's other ones that might be more obvious, but it was like for me, it was made it a breeze. I beat Abaddon only with that one warrior last season, and it was one of those situations where when I would fight a hard boss like Abaddon, I would miss like half the time, but he would miss or get blocked by my armor and blade form parry like 80% of the time. Like, he barely touched me, but when he did hit me, he hit me for a decent amount, but he barely ever even hit me. So like, in my mind, that's the only thing that really works well with bosses, because if you're relying on high attack, that's cool, but how often do you think that's really going to work because of all the RNG and all the spells they can cast on you and stuff? I just feel like if you want to win over a large amount of heroes, consistency is most important, right? If you even think about math, if you want consistency, the defense I feel like is more consistent. It's less all over the place. It's just more reliable to me. You know what I mean? And which then prevents you from dying, right? Yeah. It's more consistency, less dying. The less you die, the better. And what's crazy is this season I got, like I was saying on streams, I got all jacked up about how last season I had terrible drops for gear and armor, right? Yeah. Like terrible. Like none of my heroes had any good gear. Really? This year, because I have more heroes now, they're out of like the 12 I have, there was like 3 or 4 that finally got some like really nice gear. And like all of them died within 5 minutes of each other in zone 4, right? Because the same thing happened. I was crushing all these fools because I had such good defense. They couldn't touch me. But then eventually somebody came along who like the RNG just matched up perfectly. And they like, because of my overconfidence, I probably could have fleed a little bit earlier, right? But because I had like 20 matches in a row where like they barely touched me, I thought like, and I see this happening to like everybody where they're like, I have like 80 HP left and they have like 10 and somehow they beat me, right? Like that's what happened to me 3 characters in a row. So, but that even makes me believe even more in defense, because like people say, well, you have to kill them fast. Yeah, but what happens when they cast a spell and you can't hit them? And then you're screwed because your defense isn't great. And then if you try to run and your defense isn't great and then they hit you and you die. And I just think in my head, if like, you know, I'm sure you could argue that offense is just as important and like is also powerful because of this.
That's what everybody's saying. Everybody's saying hard offense, kill them fast, hope to squeak through, kill them as fast as possible. Don't give them more rounds to hit you. But you're kind of turning around.
Well, I think there's 2 elements to that though, where you have to have good weapons, right, with high attack, and you have to have good skills to do that. And so,
you have to have the right skills.
Sometimes it's hard to get these attack skills. Like some of them we already have from the beginning, right, like that are high tiered and stuff. And if you want, I can show the tier list if you want that we can all make.
Oh yeah, man, I would love to get a screenshot of that. I would love to get a screenshot, and share your screen. And if you can message me a screenshot, that would be great, because
I think there's a way for me to download it and to make it into a hold on here. While what I'll do, I'll share the screen so you can see it real quick.
Yeah.
But like I think I can make a downloaded version of it. Let's see, what does it allow me to do, like some kind of download thing?
It's okay. You can do it. You can do it while I'm battling here. So just show me real quick. So you ended I had a dream. I got that ice.
Just a quick look at the tier list. You'll see.
Right.
So this is the tier list.
Oh, baby, don't fade me. You got, oh, baby, don't fade me. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. So JB is the F tier because he made all the flea skills terrible, right? So
JB It's taken.
We're fighting JB like crazy because, like, literally in the middle of my streams, you have no idea. Every day, at least at one point during every day, someone says that all the skills are terrible and ruined, right? So, which is JB's fault. So he's F tier. So then Save Me, is like basically like save me, like maybe like like yeah, right. Like we're probably going to always use these if that's the only thing we have. And maybe means like these might be helpful, right? And so some people might like them a lot, like and depending on your build. And then don't fade me means like don't ignore these because these are important. And then oh baby is like these are like amazing. You know what I mean? Like it's like if you drop one of these oh babies, that's what you're saying. You're like oh baby, oh my god, I just got a custom poison, right?
Right. I had a dream that I got that. I've never.
So that is the tier list.
That ice one. It's a mage skill in the S tier.
Ice Tomb.
Ice Tomb.
Well, and the thing is that Fireball is an S tier, right? But like, okay, so the thing is within the S tier though, Ice Tomb from Hasty Wish to Ice Tomb is like the ultimate S tier. Fireball is kind of like in between S tier and A tier because it's really powerful. But the thing is, you already have Firebolt, so like it's kind of one of those things where if you have it, it's really nice. But so you have to put an S tier. But really, these 5 are the ones that are like the really S tiers.
Right.
So those 5 and Blade Form Parry's in there, which I own a bunch of them. Right. It's just also easier to get. People sell it for less. Custom Poisons, Hasty Wish, and Ice Tomb are going to be really expensive.
Right. I don't even ever see them. Yeah. The other.
You can get Custom Poisons right now in the market. There's only like 2 for sale.
How many? Of what? Which one? Of which one? Doug?
Custom Poisons right now in the market. There's only 2, and they start at like $40, and the other one's like 80 or something. Yeah,
dang.
It's just expensive, right?
Right. Okay.
And Hasty Wish might be there too. I haven't searched, but what I'm saying is, not many people are going to want to spend a lot. You know what I mean?
Yep. I'm a huge fan.
But they should though.
I think most all these ratings are right where they need to be. Pretty much agree. I'm a huge fan of Haste and Improvised Trap and Berserk. I love
and that's part of the reason they're in the high A tier.
They're high A tiers. I still don't even
S tier,
I still literally don't know what to think about Grapple because I just love it.
Grapple's way down here.
I know. I just had so much success with it. I don't know what to think about Grapple. I'm still going to say that. I am just at a loss with Grapple. I'll say that. Okay. So yeah, if you can figure out how to like put that in a PDF or something and send that to me. Okay. And then that'll be phenomenal. Okay. And so I just battled, and then I did open up Slaver's Row. And if you noticed, I got that freaking big ass bird bitch slapper guy. And this hero has, I also did notice that he's got a 0% chance to hit bonus. And I was down a little bit on the health. I was still okay on health though. But it seems like very, very often when I pass on that freaking bird, he hits me for 20% of my health. And so on this, I was like, hey, we're going for the glory today. I went for it. And of course I got bitch slapped and I just had to fully heal. So that just about for sure wrecks my chances of almost for sure. Maybe I still got a tiny little chance here to still be able to do this, fight both bosses in the same day. What do you think of that, Doug? That's my meta. My other meta is that I slept.
Right. You did say that earlier when I just chimed in. Like you saying this is alpha. Fight both bosses in the same day. So you mean like go all the way up to level 18?
Yes.
Fight the sub boss and don't use skills and save your skills for the final boss.
That's right. Because why not wait till level 18 to fight the sub boss? I mean, that's kind of my other thought there. Might as well wait because we're going to see. I've never fought him at level 18 yet. So I'm going to see what his health is when I'm level 18 and how much easier it is to beat him. Because that's part of the alpha this season too, is the higher your level goes, the easier the monsters get. Like literally they go down on health and you go up on like chance to hit and all that, the hidden stats. And so, but also, right. So for the defensive meta, my thing is from last season is when I had heroes around 80+% armor mitt proc chance and over 20 armor mitt amount, it's almost like you're invincible. And then, but yeah, with blade form parry, that's what this hero has, Doug. That's my debate here with this hero. Should I go the defensive route or should I go ahead and get Berserk? Which I would say I have above blade form parry because it's only 4 skill points and I've just had so much success with it. And then Berserk combined with grapple, especially. And that is more of the offensive meta that we're talking about.
It might be good to have some variety. You know, you said you already have blade form parry.
I already have blade form parry. It might
be good to do some offense, and that's a great thing about having like a really good defense, and you can have really good defense with just one skill and have it in a decent armor. You don't have to have a huge amount of all these offensive skills that you keep on having to spam, right?
Right.
So you can have a blade form parry and then just have a bunch of offensive skills. Maybe use blade form parry like 2 or 3 times or something, or whatever it is, I guess.
Yeah.
And whatever, and then have some offense, because there's probably a moment near the end when, like, say you have 80 HP and they have 30, and you're like, he might just still destroy me. I need to like really get him. So like having these so a lot of the talk is unmitigated attack, right? Where they can't dodge it because it's a skill. Mm-hmm. So having a strong that's kind of the whole like push for the offensive meta is this unmitigated damage that they can't dodge, which is really smart.
Right.
So
but see, I like, if I'm going to go the defensive route, I would like to have at least 4 blade form parries, because it almost like gives you almost 100% chance to parry every single hit the whole entire battle.
You know, it's weird. We talked about this, how like the percentages that we see are not real. Like, you know, if I put out the formula and do all the math right now, when I use a blade form parry, so I'm at like 9.9%. So it should happen every time, and it doesn't. And then Doc and Kung Fu are like, well, that's not the real percentage. It's like a added on percentage to the true percentage that's in the game. So like we don't really know what that is. So in real life, whatever the stats are inside the game, it might be like 20%, and then you're adding on another 100%. So you're actually like really 50. You know what I mean? So there's some kind of internal thing happening where it's, because I have it at like about 100% and it's not happening every single time. You know what I'm saying? So like,
right. So, and that doesn't
still a lot.
Make sense to me, but you're almost at 100%. And so, but see, my parry on this hero is a little low as well. So I need a ring here, a good ring. I could use some better items all the way around.
What level are you right now?
Level 17. I'm about to be 18.
So you're right at the point where like so you only need to fight like 1 or 2 more times to get up to level 18.
Yeah, I've got 2 more XP to go here. And I got the bad luck on that bird. Okay, so it probably wrecked my chances of having any hope to fight both today. But there is, I guess, still a tiny little chance here. I got to see. I've still got 10 quests. I need 2 more XP. That takes me to 8. Let's just say I only have to heal once to fight the boss. Okay, right, wait. So 2 more plus a heal. Okay. And then to go level up will be 4 more. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, then to fight the sub boss, boom, is 8. And then I'll probably have to double heal. After that, that'd be 10, unless I can magically fight the sub boss and only have to heal once. That's my only chance of getting this done today.
So the problem is that you have to travel back through the tiles to level up.
Right. That's the problem. Otherwise, I would be able to. Had that bird just not bitch slapped me, I would have been looking.
That's the problem. Like these birds and monkeys, they'll come through, and sometimes you can beat them easy, and sometimes they just wreck you.
Well, it's the big muscly thing that's the non-combat encounter. and I didn't get. I went for it, man. I'm going for the glory today. I went for that 1% increased chance to hit bonus, and I didn't get it.
As I get closer to the end game, I'm doing less and less risky moves. Like, because, like, for example, if a lot of my heroes, especially if you've died a lot and don't have a huge amount of gear, if you do the treasure box, and if it takes away a piece of gear that's really good, you could be like in
I know.
Waters.
So,
like, what if it takes away your chest piece that's like 30% of your armor mitigation?
Yeah, right. If unless you've got a great one on the bench, you don't want to do that. And so that one's easy for me. If I've got a couple like game-changing items and no good replacements, okay, I don't touch it. I don't even
care about the 2 XP at all in endgame. Like, it means almost nothing at this point, right? Like, compared to losing a really good item. Now, if you have a whole slot of items that are like equal to back it up and you don't care at all, like you lose an item and it means nothing, then go for it. But usually if you have a really good item, you only have like 1 or 2 of them, you know, maybe 3 really good ones.
Yep. And then this also just almost for sure probably wrecked my chances of being able to fight Abaddon.
I sent you the image of the tier list, but the problem is when they download the tier list and do it like the image thing, it's really, really like low quality. So like,
why is that?
Maybe if I do a screen grab of it, it'll be better. Let's see. Maybe I can do that. Maybe the screen grab will actually be better quality. But like it, because everything's already kind of lower quality because there's screen grabs. But like, I'll send that to you too. But yeah, the one that Tier List Maker makes for you, you'd think would be like full HD, but it's not. It's like fuzzy and hard to read.
Right. This here doesn't help me. Well, I think it's conclusive. I will not be able to fight both today, but I'll do another video here probably coming up soon where I do fight both try and fight both bosses in one day. But here's what we will do on the stream is see what the sub boss is like at level 18 and see if it's worth just waiting until level 18 to face them anyways. Okay. The only kind of upside to facing him sooner is that you do get that nice offhand item every time you battle him. That's nice. Okay, so it's time for me to go level up.
Okay. Real quick before you do that, can I just make a PSA? So everyone's favorite Ranger, Brooklyn Dick, who is like the last registered hero that I own, that registered to the very end, like the last second you could register to see if I could like be the last person but still win. I think I might need to put custom poisons or some good skills on her to have a good shot, right? But there's one out there for like $50. But what I'm saying is, if anybody owns custom poisons and wants to sell it, DM me, okay? And and if you find one or a really good ranger skill or something, because I already have like, you know, I think like Insidious Distraction, but that doesn't do much. That's the one thing that's tough about rangers. But it'll be a fun story to see if Brooklyn Dick can like make it, you know what I mean, and beat the final boss. Because then
100%, dude, that's got the best advantage to win.
And the advantage of this whole meta of like starting late, but also a lot of people didn't register in the last couple of days of registration because they're like, well, I'm afraid I won't be able to beat the final boss. And I'm like, no, dude, you totally can. And they didn't believe me. So I'm trying to like visually show them, like, bro, you can do it. Watch them. You know, that's my thing. People usually run away scared. And I'm like, no, you see danger. I'm like, please sign me up. Let's try it, right?
100%. I had one of the very last ones too. I didn't. You got the last. You got the 837th.
I can't remember what number it was. I know something like that.
Well, if it's the last one, there's 839. I got an 830 something. I might have even gotten the 837th. So I'm right there with you.
It's hard for me to know. Is there a way to check? I don't know, but I'm just going with the story that is the last one registered because I'm just trying to do this fun story, right?
If you did it right at the last minute, you were the last one for sure.
It was within the last like 10 minutes or something.
You got it for sure then. It's you.
20 minutes. I can't remember exactly, but my point is, it's not only that she was one of the last registered ones, but also she has the funniest name, right? So it's just
her
combination where I was sitting there and I'm like, I have this character, Brooklyn Dick, and what should I do with her? Should I give him to somebody? Should I keep her?
Brooklyn Dick is the name. That's hilarious.
Here, I'll show you on the screen. Here, let me share it just real quick. Okay. You can see. you can see real quick what it is. I'm gonna share my screen with it. That's what's hilarious about it. It's like a good story, right?
Uh-huh.
And here we go. All right, so I'm sharing it to you now.
Okay.
So you can see it. Okay, so there she is. She's gorgeous, right? She's a beautiful artwork. So I literally summoned this hero, and I was like, no way. I'm like, how is this? What, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I was telling people, and they're all laughing, they're all going crazy and stuff. And I'm like, I gotta do something with this character. I can't just let it sit on the sideline. So I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wait till the last minute and register her so that she can be like, you know, the last minute hero to come in from the back. Even though I don't know for sure if she's the very last one, but she's definitely within the last like couple, whatever, right? I mean, the whole point is that I registered that very last second when everyone else was scared to register mostly, and they're like, I don't want to register. I'm so worried about like blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, there's plenty of time. If you play every day, you're going to be able to beat Abaddon. And I think I even missed a day with her. Anyways, my point is, so it'll be fun to see. Dude. And then also, when you start late in the season, we can do this where, like, you know, we have our characters defeating them now, but the ones that we started late on, we can get together with them and, like, maybe do it together and be like, hey, well, how can we do better with them or something?
Right.
What have we learned?
That's right. What have we learned? That's what I want to give all the alpha that I can, and I won't hold back on that. So, okay, so I just leveled this guy up. I went 2 quickness and 2 strength. Okay, that's another, that is the reason why I do love Blade Form Parry, because it scales with quickness. I love all the skills that scale with quickness, baby.
That's the thing is like big quickness and charisma. I went hardcore. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I do really like, I really like the, also, it's kind of a sneaky good skill. That other one that scales with charisma for a warrior, it stays on. And I did notice, I just tend, when I use that skill, I've only got it on 1 hero. I tend to parry a hell of a lot when I have that out there going. And so I love,
and parry can be even more powerful than your armor mitigation. You know what I mean? Like it can be really, right now it's actually blocking for more than my armor mitigation is. So,
wow.
You know, that's the thing. And also we talked about this with Kung Fu, that when you fight these final bosses, sometimes, your parry is going to be parrying for more than your armor. And
correct me if I'm wrong, but if it parries, it just cuts the damage in half. And you're also hoping that it armor mits at the same time.
I can't remember if that's what it does, but
I'm pretty sure that's all parry does, is cut the damage.
Cuts it in half. Okay, so it depends on what armor mitigation you have, but like, so it can be more. Now, when you fight
see, those are 2 different things. So yeah, if you have high parry and high armor mit, you're totally
invincible. You're great. Yeah. But this is the thing that we talked about that's really interesting. On the bosses seem to have their parry be more powerful than the armor mitigation. So also, if you have a skill that attacks their parry, it might be more powerful than if it attacks their armor mitigation, right? So that's just something to understand. That last season I thought parry wasn't that strong. I didn't really understand it that well, but it's stronger than I thought.
See, I'm pretty sure all parry does, if it parries. So here's how it works. First, they try to hit you. You have a chance to dodge. If you don't dodge it, then you have a chance to parry it. If it does hit you, if it parries, it cuts the damage, the dice roll in half. Then after that, you have a chance to hit the armor. Okay. So if it parries, it cuts that damage in half. Then if it hits the armor on top of that, you can get potentially 0 damage, even if it crits you.
That happens a lot with warriors, a lot. And that's really powerful, because if it parries first, that's doing more armor or defense mitigating more, because if it parried after the armor mitigation, then it would only be half of what was left.
And it's just half of their damage, right?
First, you could parry you could parry and then only have like 6 left, and that's easy to armor mitigate, right?
Right. And so, but here's my thought, that even if you have real shitty parry, but you have armor mit that is over 85%, like I have on one of my heroes.
Oh, wow.
And your armor mitigation amount over 25. Like I had a hero last season that had 27 armor mitigation amounts and about 80 armor mitigation proc percentage, which means you're almost invincible, because every time you're getting hit, it's just going to hit the armor. And then their damage, say they crit you. Well, your 27 armor mit amount subtracts off that damage. Is how, if it hits the armor, that's how that works. And if it happened to parry previously, You know, if it did happen to parry, then you're not going to take any damage for sure. But, you know, when you get real high armor mit amount and high armor mit proc percentage, it almost makes you invincible. Parry is a huge bonus, of course, but you can get by with low damage, low dodge, low parry, low crit, low hit, you know, percentage and everything. If you've got a ton of armor mit, that is like the defensive meta. In my mind, parry is just like the icing on top, is the way I think about it. But I could be wrong. But this is what we're down to right now. So here's what I'm up against here is that what do I do? Do I go, you know, right here, I could take away one grapple and go, because it is a weird combination to do grapple combined with blade form parry. That is a pretty weird combo, you know, that I'm not a huge fan of that combo, doing grapple combined with blade form parry, because you're kind of like offsetting itself, I feel like. Yeah. But it's okay.
But also depending on how it works, it might be good though, because you're getting parry back from what you lost.
Right. You're just kind of putting yourself back to where you were on parry. But you're lowering the monstrous parry. So it is still an interesting combination, but I kind of like the all or nothing metas, where if I'm going to go blade form parry, I want to go blade form parry, you know, and it's like, I want to parry that whole damn battle.
I agree with that. I want to just block the monster and not have him hit me, because the problem is like, of course, dodge is a big part of that too. But like, the thing is that like, if you can, it's this morale boost when he'll either miss you or hit you for nothing a lot. You're ready to like punch the screen. You're like so pumped. You're like, yes, this dude can't even touch me. And for some reason, I feel like it allows you to think better and play better when you just like have that comfort level or something, where you're not just like, because otherwise, you know, dude can hit you for 45, 50, and it's like 60, whatever. And it's just soul crushing.
Right.
That's what happened to all my heroes last season that didn't have really good defense. They all just got crushed by Abaddon.
Right.
But now this is my question too, Grady, is that if I have guys that have like died when they're like level 12 or 13 and they don't have super good gear yet. So like, but now they're level 14, 15. And I'm like, what do I do with them? Because I'm worried if I go and try to just like steamboat ahead, that I'm going to like,
it's tough.
Get wrecked.
So it's good to use that shared stash, even if it's only a couple items, like making sure you got a ring from the shared, and kind of depending on what you kept. So if let's say you had a real bomb ass headpiece or foot gear or a chest, it's good to have from the shared stash. Sometimes if you got an OP two-handed item, that can get you by
hand item,
along with a ring. And then you kept that awesome chest. Now all you have to do is go to the blacksmith, get the cap and shoes, and hope to get those as you battle. You know, also, though, I had heroes last season where I died 4, 5, 6 times. And then finally, I was like, I'm sick of dying with this guy, you know, and I just like literally got all the OP items out of the shared stash, every single item. And then boom, those heroes. So that was one thing I learned last season, is that when I do that, that hero is right back in the game, ready to straight to Abaddon on a lot of them. I went straight from death, next day shared stash, straight back to Abaddon and beat his ass. So it's like,
well, that's the thing, is I'm trying to figure out if I can beat the boss with my really good characters as quick as I can right now, and then send this gear that I have on them back to the people that have not good gear, or the people that are like, or Brooklyn Dick, who's like, you know, a late starter, and then she can tear through people even better. She's doing great even without help right now, right? She's on a pace to do okay. But the only concern I have is that she's a ranger, and I'm just not confident in the rangers. But custom poisons might save that. We'll see.
Right. I will tell you this, with some of my up and coming heroes, I had some heroes that had the super overpowered like deer horns.
Yep.
And then as soon as some of my up and comers, my late starters in the season as soon as they turned level 7, boom, they got the deer horn. And on a lot of those heroes, or like one of those phenomenal chest piece and even a leg piece that's like gives you bonus damage and extra stuff on some of those, they're like I've got heroes on this 5th tile getting 5th tile items that still are not better than the deer headpiece.
Right.
I've got
That's
heroes.
what I'm saying. Yep. There are pieces that are just better.
Right. Some of my early starters are now around level 14, and they still got that same deer headpiece that I got at level 7 from the shared stash when I was still just on the 2nd tile. Nice. And that made such a big difference, not having to heal, saving all those quests. And that's the main thing is
Grady, you're such good luck right now. I literally, while you're talking, decided just to play one of my characters that had just died. And she got a freaking red cotton robe, bro. You know the robes? You know what I'm saying? Like, here, dude, I'll share it right now. Look at this.
There. We're seeing it.
I was like, you harness your energy, and I just picked up a freaking red cotton robe with a 26% armor mitigation.
I love it.
So now, if you look at this, like, she's wrecked right now. Look at her. She has barely nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly
so that helps a lot.
What you needed, right?
So now her defense is actually like not terrible. But still, in the zone I'm in right now, I get wrecked, like, because she's just not, she died, so she doesn't have a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, but at level 15, you can hold your own now. Just hope and pray for those other items.
I got 2 decent items, right?
Yeah.
And then I you know what I mean? Well, that's the thing is, like, things happen last minute when you least expect. Stuff pops up, whatever, right? So I got a decent chest arm piece now, so it's cool. But it's all thanks to you guys. Everybody here, I harness your energy. I just had this feeling in my soul where I'm like, I gotta try.
Yes. Well, okay. I love it, Doug. I love you, Doug. I've missed you here lately.
Well, we've been busy doing so many things. And but Dragon's Crossing is what we always come back to because it's like we have so much fun with it. And I think that we should definitely plan to do more like things like this because now that the season's in the final breaths. And also, once the season ends and we're in the point where more people can register and they can see these cool videos where we have so much excitement and fun with the final bosses, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and also the fact there's all this new stuff happening. So I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Okay, so here's interesting alpha right here, right now, is that this guy still has 210 health. So it did not seem to help me at all to wait till level 18 to battle him. However, it probably still helps me. I don't know if his damage is any different. Like maybe Kung Fu would know his damage here. But nonetheless, this should be a pretty easy battle because I only have 1 quest left. So there's no point in saving my skills for Abaddon today. So I'm going to start out with a blade form parry here.
Yeah, parry him up.
Yeah, baby.
I love, Grady, how this game feels like you're really in medieval combat. Like there's actually a dagger, a parry dagger in the game, which is a real thing. You know what I mean? That can catch the sword.
Yep. I hate these overhand chops. Look, I get 1s and 2s all day. What did that do on his damage? I don't even know.
I maybe 2. Yeah, it's not a lot.
No, it still scales with strength.
It does a little bit. That's right.
And so I don't know, that 2, maybe I got 8 or 10 damage on that overhead chop. Maybe it was only 7 or 8. Okay. So, and that just seems to happen like crazy on over. I don't ever get good rolls. That's why I hate it so much. Whereas like grapple seems like I deal just as much damage on average. Like, I don't know why. And then I just the tendency is that I beat his ass when grapple's out there. Now, we can test that theory. With blade form parry, it is an interesting combo to combo that with grapple. Okay. So let's see what happened here. See, I did get 16 parry mitigation here. So see, that's what the parry just did. The parry literally cut his damage in half. That's all it did.
Yep.
Okay.
But look at it, 16, that's blocking a lot.
That saved 16 damage. So that's still huge. All right. Large and in charge, baby. Let's go. Okay. So unfortunately, guys, not able, what didn't work out for me to fight both bosses in the same day, but it will on one of these quests. But one of the biggest alpha I'm taking away from this is that I don't feel like it's a huge advantage to wait till level 18 to fight this boss. It still might be, though. It might be still, you might as well wait till level 18 to fight him. Then you could possibly beat him without having to use skills. Okay, so I'll go ahead. I've got Perry out there for 2 more rounds. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to grapple his ass. I want to feel, oh, I got a 1. That took him from 181 to 174.
Okay.
And I'm at 186.
So that's 7.
Yeah. And I want to say that's the same thing Overhand Chop did, but maybe Overhand Chop got me an extra couple damage in there. So that's kind of the upside to the Overhand Chop. It generally, unless you have a shit ton of agility, you're going to get a little more damage out of the Overhand Chop. But if you've got a ton of agility with your warrior, grapple is going to deal just as much damage. That's where it makes it even better, I would say, than Overhand Chop. Okay. So, all right. What happened here? Look at that. I both parried and armor mitted. So that is blade form parry, Doug, right there. Blade form parry,
15
baby.
and 21 is nice.
Okay. So he hit me for 0. Now I can throw on blade form parry again. And here's what happens. Notice how it disappeared. Blade form parry was just there for 1 more round. Now it's gone. Did the skills reset? We confirmed last night. With Berserk. We could confirm it that yes, blade form parry, and at least in the case of Berserk, even though it's not saying it's there right now, it is there. That's just a bug on the API side of it. It should not have disappeared. They need to fix that. And we need to get that bug to the team to fix. Okay. Does that make sense, Doug? Blade form parry is live this round. Will be there, and we can maybe confirm it. Attack. He just critted me. But guess what? I parried, Doug. I parried again.
So you got 18 block on that, which is great.
18 block. You got it, baby. Took 17 damage.
Because the thing about it, if you think about it, even though your armor mitigation might be high, if they hit you for like 70, parry will knock off half. So that the percentage thing is actually pretty powerful to save you from an insane amount of damage.
It really does. This is the defensive meta that you love. What was interesting there is that grapple was also out, and my parry was also decreased by 80%. Okay. So it's like interesting. I still parried it.
Decreased by 80, but blade form parry probably increased it by like 90 or something, or whatever.
Somehow increased my parry to where it worked. Looks like I've got grapple out for 1 more round, which also means his parry is also down 80%. So I just find that grapple just works well for me. I don't know why. I can't make sense of it. I was going to ask Bloater Punch yesterday specifically about grapple. And why
that's the magic of games like this, where like it's not super clear. Everyone has their own way that they find that works for them. You know what I mean? I kind of like that because it makes it more personal.
Right. Guess what just happened? I parried once again.
There you go.
Even with grapple out there again. Is that not interesting? Woo!
Telling you, man.
So we are just trading damage here. Okay. I've got this one out for 2 more rounds. I need to beat him down. One takeaway I might end up getting here is to actually have 5 blade form parries instead of 4 and bypass the overhand chop. So I can ensure that I have blade form parry for the entirety of the battle. That if you're going to go with the meta, I say go all or nothing on your different metas.
Right.
And so whatever your meta is and your build to your hero with your skills, do all or nothing. Don't try and be balanced. I mean, a balanced approach might work too, for sure. But I kind of like knowing that I'm almost going to for sure parry for the entire battle every time he hits me.
That reminds me, I almost forgot. I had a bug where my blade form parry, I tried to put it on a warrior and it didn't go on them. So I have to get the dev team to fix it.
Oh, that's
you know what I mean? Where I like tried to put it on the character and it got stuck.
It's not letting you learn it.
It just disappeared. Like you can't see it. After I hit the button to learn it to my person, it just is gone. But I think that they can go find it.
Is it gone out of your adventuring guild unlearned skills?
Yeah, you can't see it anywhere.
Okay. Huh. Okay.
So, but I think that's a known thing that they can fix. I got to open a ticket.
Yep. Okay, so I just got parry for the next one round. The question is, should I've only got 2 parries left. I kind of wish I would have. I was debating to throw the overhand chop and having 5 parries. Maybe I'll wait one round. I don't know, because I'm going to need it. I'm going to need it here for a while, I think. So let's see what we can do. All right. He missed me. All right. We're just chipping away at him here. Okay. And we're going to definitely use it this time. Now, dang it. I probably should have used it last round. Okay. He's reducing my crit and bonus damage. At least he's not doing an offensive battle skill against me without, I feel naked, without having blade form parry out there, Doug. Without having your S-tiered skill, I feel like a naked man.
I was going to check my heroes to see which ones have it or not. I forgot about that. Bug happened, and now I'm going to go look on the market and see if there's more blade form parries to get.
There are. I would maybe sell one too. I've got like 2 or 3 of them. I've just discovered there was one.
Yeah, dude, this is an S-tier skill, and the floor on it's only $14. The other ST skills are like $50.
Right. So I want to say I've got several. Okay. So crippling despair is only out for one more round. I'm looking pretty good. I'm at 156. He's at 121. Okay. And I've got blade form parry for the next 3 rounds. Okay. All right. And guess what? He hit me, Doug. He hit me. But guess what? I parried and I armor mitted.
Oh, yeah. See, this is exactly what happened.
I parried every single time this whole entire battle, except maybe right at the beginning. Every single time he's hit me, I've parried.
That's exactly what we want to see.
The entire battle. So the defensive meta right now is holding up. Okay, and I've got blade form parry for 2 more rounds. Attack. I crit his.
That.
Yes, we're looking good in the neighborhood. I got blade form parry for the next 1 round. Okay. He even had crippling despair out, and I still critted him, baby.
Yeah, there you go. It's weird when you do the defensive meta. Somehow, like weird things just stack up well for you. You know what I mean? It's because you avoid you almost like you cancel out their good luck, so then your good luck comes around and helps you.
Yeah. Okay. He crit me. Uh-oh, he crit me, Doug. But guess what?
Oh my goodness!
I parried.
Look at that. See, that's what I'm saying. It caps their ability to crit you hard.
I've literally parried
every time you block it.
I have literally parried every single round. I mean, every single.
This is about all the dark horse underdog stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
People might not understand blade form parry's cool, but it is.
Yeah, maybe I should move. In my tier, I would not have had blade form parry in the S tier for sure, and I maybe would have been in the back.
If you have extra ones, and I will buy one off you for whatever. Like I think the floor, whatever. Anyways.
Aren't they cheap though? Aren't they?
No, they're like $14. I'm just saying, like,
oh,
you know.
Well, yeah, I'll sell it to you for cheaper than that. I'll sell you one. Okay, so all right, so I am
my hat on now.
I am considering. You got me thinking upper A tier, maybe S tier. Now I was like almost B tier with blade form parry, but now Doug is
the thing about this game. You guys realize that no matter how much I talk to Kung Fu or Doc or you or anybody that's all really smart about the game, there's always something that bypasses you. Like for me, there's all kinds of stuff that bypass me. I don't see. That's what's the magic of the game. So when you see something that just starts to work, like you with the stuff that you say, like where you're like Berserk, I'm like, that's super cool. I'll look into it. But then I'll try it. And if it doesn't work for me, I'll be like, I don't know. Yeah. But like, I believe you that it's working for you. Right. So that's what makes the game magic, that we're not just all copycatting each other. It's like, you don't really know until you really try it. And when I heard other people like telling me blade form parry is the best, and then I tried it, and then I ended up wrecking shop on like the monsters. I was like, that's pretty cool, but I wasn't sold yet. But then when I tried it all the bosses with my other heroes and they got crushed, I was like, holy crap! I was like, okay, you know what I mean? Until you really are in the fire, you don't really know, right?
Right. And so look, he critted me again, and guess what happened? I parried.
And look at this. Yeah, see?
Literally every time he's hit me. Now, the last round he hit me and I armor mitted it, but I skipped one round of blade form parry there, and I didn't parry. The round I didn't have it out, he hit me, but my armor mitt stopped it. So I'm good still. And this is a pure defensive mode. Look, I'm not even hitting him for that hard. This is a long-lasting battle. Really long, but guess what? I'm still at 140 health. This is the defensive meta, Doug. So
it's good.
And he missed me that time, and I'm still just chipping away at him. All right. And I've got blade form parry here for just this round. This is my last round with blade form parry. So I think when you go a defensive route, you're going to fight more rounds in a battle. So it is worth having 5 blade form parries in my book. 1 grapple, 5 blade form parries, and I won't even get that chance though tomorrow. I won't, because I'm gonna fight Abaddon tomorrow.
You know what all this talk made me just think of? That I think other people talked about this too, about skins. All of our characters kind of have their own personalities. Like you have characters that do berserk stuff, you know, and other people aren't doing that. But what if we could take that a step further, and you can we could sell NFT skins, and you could actually make your character look different too. They have their own name, their own personality. I want that really bad. I want a big old, like, blonde, spiky-haired Viking dude with, like, just giant muscles and a giant sword just ready to, like, just crush people's skulls. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Doug, I love you, man. So guess what? On my very last blade form parry use in the whole rest of the game, he hit me again. But guess what? I parried. I parried
again. Every
single time blade form parry was out, and every single time he hit me, it parried 100% of the time. There it is. I might consider upper A tier, possibly back end of S tier. Now, you just sold me, Doug. I am sold on blade form parry. The only regret I have now is that I didn't give myself 5 instead of 4. And I'm going to have to deal with that tomorrow when I face Abaddon. Okay. And this guy will be, and currently, unless someone does better, this guy will leap to first place tomorrow if I can beat Abaddon. Okay, attack. Now I'm naked. I feel naked, Doug. Now it's just armor mitt kicking in.
Oh boy.
I'm naked. But he's almost dead.
He's at 62.
Oh, there's a crit. We needed that. Hey, guess what? No parry. I haven't parried. The last 2 times he hit me, there was no parry. That would have been a big hit, too.
Well, at least we know blade form parry is working for you. For me, it seemed to just not proc for a while, so I don't know. But maybe it was just bad luck.
Yeah. Oh, he critted me.
Oh, boy.
But that was armor mitt again. It's getting interesting. I'm at 98. He's at 41. Oh, that was good. We traded. But he hit me.
The status effect -2.
No, I have not parried the last 3 rounds.
It's weird. The status effect said -2 to his like armor.
Well, it subtracted 2 from the damage because I critted him. Not because he mitigated something.
It's weird.
Oh, he has.
No, I'm saying it -2. That means like it's -2 to his armor, but like I don't know. It's weird.
It -2 off of my damage. Instead of getting 23 damage, I got 21.
Oh, it did. You're right. It did. Okay.
Yeah. So my armor is saving me. My armor mitt is now saving me. My only problem is that I didn't have enough blade form parries. All right. He's just about dead. He's down to 6.
How many did you have? Like 4?
Ooh, he hit me. That last
There
30,
you go.
That last 30.
Yes.
You always get a sweet offhand item.
Oh, my God.
You always get a sweet offhand item every time you beat that sub boss.
Dude, that's an amazing item.
And that is a big upgrade for me there. I need it. Hey,
yeah,
gives me more parry.
What you have?
Gives me more parry, a little more armor mitt. That's what
This
we
is
like.
so good.
That's my favorite. Okay.
Go to your inventory, bro. We got to see this.
Mm-hmm. And so
you got
now,
a round shield. Now you got a major shield.
I've got a little bit of a dilemma.
Can you click on your character so we can see his stats now?
Let's look at, I mean, it didn't do a huge, but it did definitely help.
Dude, 68% is great.
Yes. It gave me 2%.
And 20, and your armor mitigation amount, 22 is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. It's great. And parry just went from 22 to 26.
There you go.
Yep. My armor mate went up.
This is way better than my best hero. Way better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait until
you're also further ahead in the game. I'm only at like level 13, 14, 15.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But the thing is that like at this point of the game, sometimes even level like 12 gear is the best. You know what I mean? Like it's not easy finding gear in zone 5 is what I'm saying. Like a lot of your gear is going to be from zone 4 and zone 3. So yeah.
Here's my next dilemma, Doug. He did whack me for that 30 damage right at the end there. Okay, so do I go ahead and go and try to hopefully open up the last tile, and then if it doesn't open, just flee?
Oh, you mean to get the last tile for the boss?
Yeah, use this last quest. I've got 1 quest remaining. I've got 43 quickness.
That's a
little risky. That's a little risky.
Dude, it's really...
But this guy has a chance to... I doubt he'll win the season. I think there will be people in the 250s, maybe even 240s, you know, on that leaderboard. Has anything changed? I'm still first place, Doug.
Dude, this is amazing. Did you make a tweet about this?
You know, I never did tweet.
Do it right now, man, and we'll share the hell out of this tweet.
Yeah, but we did have, since I started the video, we've had 2 or 3 more people beat Abaddon.
Well, and this is the thing. We made the tweet about Kung Fu. I made one. The main account made one. Kung Fu was the first like season winner. People might be confused though. We want to show them like, hey, you could still be number 1. You know, like now Brady's number 1, right?
Right. Okay, so Doug, I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit.
Oh boy.
All right.
What do the comments say?
My quickness is 43.
Oh boy. I am not supporting this risk it for the biscuit move, but you do what you want.
Oh gosh.
Let
me look at the inventory. Do I have anything with more quickness?
Now it would be in my best interest for you to die, and then I could jump you in the leaderboard. But well, the point. The thing though is that I don't want you to die, Grady. I don't want you to die. What are those pink things? That's
a mage offhand.
I've never seen those.
It's a level 16 good one. That's a rare.
It's some kind of gem or
anything that gives me more quickness. This ring. It's a level 7 ring though.
Gives you 3 more quickness.
That's probably worth it.
I guess so, yeah.
Even though it gives me less dodge, so if I don't, if I don't flee, but that's a kind of significant there. That
quickness.
Oh, there's quickness.
+2 for your helmet. You have a really nice helmet, though. I've never seen that helmet before.
I just want to get that quickness because all I'm going to do is flee regardless. Okay. Look at this helmet, too.
It's crazy that, as a warrior, usually the benefit of being a warrior is they have better gear for defense, but everyone can use the defensive gear. Mm-hmm. So I kind of wish the warrior had, their own special, heavy gear for more defense, but whatever.
Mm-hmm. I got to double check and make sure which is better between these 2 helmets. I think this one is the better one. Okay.
You got 2 amazing helmets. I don't have any of those things.
Okay, that gives me the agility. Anything else?
You have so much good gear. Oh my god!
I know, dude. This guy.
What is the deal? I don't ever barely get good gear, and when I do, I just die apparently. So, whatever, man. That's why I'm betting on Brooklyn D.
Any more quickness, sneaking, hiding? Okay. I don't think so.
Let's ask, should Grady take a risk?
Ask everybody. Should I risk it?
The tile.
Oh, this 2-handed item gives me 4 more quickness. Okay. All right. So we got quickness galore going on here. Okay.
The audience is like too scared to tell you yes or no.
Yeah. All right. So now I just got a lot more quickness though. Now my quickness is up to 52. Okay. I still got 43 health. Okay. All right. So we're going to go and hope to open this freaking tile. Here we go.
All right. Here we go.
Go.
Tile.
Nope.
Golem.
He's 22. I'm 52. It should be a for sure flea, right?
Maybe close.
6
you did it.
All right.
Well, that's it.
But at least that is one more step towards that tile opening.
Right, because you get a guarantee. The things they said at 13 moves, it's guaranteed. But in other zones, I felt like I went over 13 and didn't get all the tiles unlocked. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know exactly how it's working.
Yeah, this guy has been weird when it comes to that.
Get your old equipment on there. But though that helmet's amazing that you have. And that I don't think I've seen the chest armor before either. Is this all new stuff in season 2? It feels like.
Yeah, so this chest piece is a dope one. It gives you bonus damage, but there's a better one. This is a level 12 chest piece.
Right. It's pretty good. I really like that helmet a lot.
That's a level 12 helmet. Okay, and that's at 15. So I've got one just like it right here.
I love that helmet, man.
Oh, and this one gives me 7 strength. I think this is the better one.
Well, this is the thing. I would love to have like an NFT where I could make my dude to look all cool with dope gear and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Or maybe if you accomplish something in the game, you can get an NFT to like change your character's look.
Right. And then see, I did get this level 16 chest piece that's really good, but it's not like it does give me 3 more armor mit percentage. I lose an armor mit amount, and I lose some crit, and I lose the bonus damage. And I lose 5 agility and 6 quickness, you know? So it's like, I got to stick with this level 12 chess piece, even over this really good level 16 chess piece. That was kind of a tough call, but you got to do it with all that you're getting from it.
You know, in games like this, Grady, a lot of stuff's tied into accomplishment, right? Like you beat this and you get this item or whatever, right? But the NFT itself doesn't visually change right now. It would be so cool, I feel like. I just love it. If if you beat Abaddon, all of a sudden you can have like a more epic looking like dude or something, right?
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm at 270 quests. I'm ready to face Abaddon, except I wish I could switch an overhead chop into a blade form parry. That's got me a tiny little bit worried. I will say that. Okay. I wish I would have done that. I really should have thought of that, because when you have a defensive meta and not an offensive meta, you kind of need those skills. You need 5 of those skills times 3 to last 15 rounds, really 16 rounds, counting that first round. That'll last, and that's usually the end of the battle is 16 rounds. But on a defensive meta, it could even go beyond that, right? So I really, really wish that I had the 5 blade form parries instead of 4 blade form parries, an overhead chop, and a grapple. So much so that I don't want to waste 4 quests to go and change that. So I'm going to go for it regardless. But I really, really wish that. And dang it. So I still need better. I could use better items for this guy too. But that is really hurting my upside here.
It's because I'm stealing all of your luck right now.
You're stealing the magic from me.
I literally just played the treasure chest and said to leave it alone, and it gave me +1 experience. So if I would pick the treasure chest to open it, it would have stolen my. I should only play the game when I'm on your stream, Grady. That's the only time I have good luck is when I steal your luck.
Yeah. Well, so we probably should wrap up the stream. And that's interesting. That just popped up. Okay. Anything else, Doug? I'll probably do another stream today. You know, I might find out here within the next 30 minutes that I'm gonna go battle Abaddon again with somebody else. So that's Ferd. That was my boy Ferd. He has a chance to jump ahead tomorrow. Okay. And I'm feeling better about him a little bit, except that, man, it's really eating me alive that I didn't get
So
that.
you're going to try to beat Abaddon later today?
Probably with other heroes. So I've got a hero down here. So this is one of my best heroes, up and comers. She's only level 13 right now, but she is only used, I think she's one of my best, if I remember right. Okay, she's only used 180 quests.
Yeah.
And
she's what level?
She is level 13, almost level 14.
Right. And she's used how many quests has she used?
180.
Yeah.
And where are you? Where's your newer guy? She's a newer.
So I have a warrior that's a little bit ahead of yours, but I had a 210 quests, and she's level. She's just about to hit level 15.
Okay.
And you're about to hit level 14. You said
I'm about to hit level 14.
Well, that's the thing is once you get to those levels, that's when it's harder to level up. Because you have to kind of jump around. You almost die. You'll jump into the next zone. So I'm always risky where I'll like jump in the next zone, hoping I'll get a cool item drop and then jump back. But also because if you stay in that zone that's easier, you're not getting experience all the time because often you fight characters that are 2 below you, right? So that's the tough question of like, how do you mitigate all that lost questing from either monsters that are 4 levels behind you and give you no XP, or going to the next zone where you fight them and they use all of them are crushing you, so you have to heal so crazy amounts.
Right.
And you have to also travel to heal.
And it's horrible. It's horrible.
So that's what's tough, and it's hard to say where you're at because it's like there's so much like, gray area there.
Right.
And then
Tile 4 is tough. Tile 4.
And Brooklyn Dick is level 10 only, and she's only used, let's see how many, 135 quests right now.
That's
and
good.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say where you actually are because of the system of how the leaderboard works. It's really hard to tell.
Yeah, it is very hard to tell. So my meta that I've been pretty adamant about is to stay on tile 3 until you're level 13.
You know what I'm going to look at? This is the thing. The website, the Dragon's Watch is amazing. It's so good. And then, in the walkthrough I did, I use this a lot. And I didn't even go over the whole thing. I probably should have gave more of them to the attention of like the heroes and everything that you put in there, right? And like all the in your leaderboard stuff. So right now on my leaderboard, if I'm looking at like my characters, it's loading, and just take a second of how many quests I've used, right? Which one do I think have the best shots of winning well, and total quests I've used?
Yeah.
Man, let's see.
I haven't even looked at that site yet. I'm doing it right now. It's
so good because
DFKChain.app. Who made this?
So wasn't it Jay and Lord Admin or whatever?
Really?
Lord. Lord is the dude that's in the Discord, but he's like the Lord of Eidos or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Jay's or whatever. Let me check.
Yeah.
I'll double check and tell you exactly, so I'm not just guessing.
I just pasted my wallet in there. This is the right site right here, right? dragonswatch.app. Okay, I'm going to refresh. Like, what's going on here? I can't even refresh it. It's like stuck. I can't refresh the page. Oh, did I lose? Did I lose internet? Okay, no, you're still there.
So it's Lord.
Internet is still good. Okay, go ahead. Now, see, right now Dragon's Watch isn't working for me, and I can't refresh this page.
That's weird. It's working for me.
Huh?
It did take a second for it to load, though.
See, I can't even.
So Jazz Crypto and Lord are the two guys that made this, and they reached out to us even before it was public to let us know. And the website's so wonderful because you can look at your dashboard, and you can share mine if you want to. It shows you all your heroes.
Right.
It shows you, and also shows you like how many days you have left in the season, stuff like that. Like stuff that's really crucial because you might forget. Oh, I only have 10 days left. It shows the prize pool. And then you can go to the leaderboard, and it'll show you all your characters and how many quests they've used and everything. Like it gives you your own personal leaderboard, which is really helpful because then you can kind of decide which of your heroes are doing the best, right? Depending on like what level they are. You also have to consider what gear they have, right? And like skills. But so there's the overall rankings, right, of like the top 10 leaderboards and the prizes, and it's loading my stuff. I think there it is. So if you see them, all my guys are all around like 400 or 500 ranked because they're like behind. They're back in treacherous peaks. They're not in like the zone 5 or whatever. And also they've been dying a lot. They were actually further ahead before. But you know, you see this, and then I can go over and see like Brooklyn is way down here, ranked 792, and only 135 quests, and hero level 10, and you know, back in the fall waste. But like, you know, who's doing the best, I guess, out of like all these people and what level they're at? I mean, maybe Cyrus is. I think my warrior is doing pretty good because he's only at 2. Well, actually, you know what? This person, Kathy Scruton, is doing the best. No, wait, that's level 12. Okay. Sherry Champion. See, with the warrior. So yeah, the girl warrior, I think, is doing maybe part. She's the one I tried to put the blade form parry on, but like it didn't work. I need to get it on her because she might be one of my better people because she's at 210. I think her and Brooklyn Dick might be really good contenders because the problem is that my previous good contenders that were doing really well died like twice. They had amazing gear. They're doing great, but you know, it is what it is. So it's a little bit rough.
Okay. Well, dragonswatching.app.
Dragonswatch.app.
Dragonswatch.app is not working for me. Is it maybe? I thought, okay, maybe it's.
Let me make sure you have the right thing here. I'll put it in the private chat to make sure you have the correct address.
Okay. I'm wondering if it's. Does it maybe not work on Brave?
I'm on Brave.
Really?
All you have to do is go to the website and then you put in your wallet address and it loads everything.
Right. And I did that and I hit enter and then it didn't load. And then I can't do it on Chrome either. It's just not working on Chrome either. And then, okay, so you sent it to me in the private chat. I mean, am I spelling something wrong?
There might be something going on with the site right now because my heroes aren't loading like they normally do.
See, this is what I'm like stuck on this screen and that shows nothing. And
it's working kind of slow for me right now. So maybe there's a lot of people using it or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But let them know. I'm going to DM them right now and tell them like, hey, the website seems to be going a little bit slow.
Okay.
Maybe they had an attack on their website.
Well, and you don't have to connect your wallet. You just paste your wallet address in. So that's cool. Okay. Well, I think let's wrap it up. I'll probably do another one later, guys, fighting Abaddon. I love you guys. Love you, Doug.
Yeah, if you want me to come on for that, just let me know or whatever. I'll probably be able to do that. But I think this will be fun. Also, it'd be really cool to put out a tweet before you go live and just like tell people like, hey, you know, we're gonna try to beat the final boss or whatever, and come check it out.
I do every time I stream.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, every stream I do. Yep, you got it. Okay, man. I love you, Doug Hype.
This is so much fun. We haven't really got to hang out and just kind of like talk about the game openly like this, like, and just whatever in a while. So this is really good. This is the bread and butter of what makes the game fun, is just being able to play it, kind of talk about it. So when you texted me this morning or mentioned it, I was like, oh yeah, we should do that. Cause you know, I've been doing like the walkthroughs and the tier lists that are more like formulaic or whatever, but like, this is really like the best part of doing all the gaming, the streaming and stuff, is just having fun and kind of like doing like, you know, big thinking and stuff.
Yeah, baby. I'm with you. I love it. I love you. I know it's been a while. I've been a little overextended, actually. I've just like hit a brick wall. So many different things going, kids and life and everything else, trying to keep up with everything.
Jazz, I just DM'd him and he said he's also saying you guys are live right now. He's literally responding to me like that for WhatsApp. Yes.
Yes,
we are. Yes, we're on the stream right now. Yeah, we are closing it up.
Yep. Shout out to the third-party devs who are developing. This is phenomenal. I've seen you guys look at this Dragon's Watch. Shout out to
Jazz wants to come on the show now. He's like,
hey, tell him maybe later.
I'll tell him like he's gonna stream later.
Yeah. And so is he's obviously in the Dragons Crossing Discord. I'll find him in there. Jazz.
Yeah, Jazz Crypto.
Jazz, Crypto, and who else? Anybody else?
And Lord
Okay.
Admin or whatever. Yeah.
Okay. I love it, man.
Those are the two dudes that made this.
All right. I love you. Doug, I'll catch up with you.
You're the best, Grady. This is great. I really love being on the show.
You are a legend. I just have so much even more respect for you. Just seeing how hard you've grinded to help this team and to help this project. I'm so glad I recommended you to.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too, is when you recommend somebody like me and then I show up, I'm like, God, I have to be like I have to work twice as hard now. You know what I mean? Like I got to really like show up and do it the best I can. And you bring so much energy. And also, like, Web3 is difficult, man. It's not easy getting new players. We need new players. We need new stuff. We need new people coming in. So this is what we got to do. But things are working great. Both you and I are getting tons of people on our shows and lots of, like, new people and influencers and all kinds of stuff, which is super exciting and great because it's not easy to do this stuff. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of work, a lot of friendship and relationship building. Right. And so for me, I feel really good about that. I feel very good that we're, like, working hard and getting all this stuff because getting all this other people and their attention and just raising the brand value of everything, right?
Yes.
Jazz literally said he's putting out a patch.
Oh, that's probably why.
I think he was working on a patch to update some stuff. He's like, I'm going to get this patch out. So that's the great thing about this community and stuff. I mean, these guys put this website together, didn't get paid for it or nothing. They just did it, and it's fantastic. Like the Dragons Watch, here, I'm going to put it in the comments right now. I'm going to link it right now. It's so great that I put it in the walkthrough. I'm like, you got to use this. It's so useful.
Yes, it is like phenomenal.
You can see all the stuff you're doing, the leaderboard, what your players are doing, and like how good they are versus each other all in one spot. And like you could even use it on stream. Like if you wanted to look up me or someone else and see how they're doing, you could do all kinds of cool stuff like that.
Yep. So, gosh, dang, Doug, you're phenomenal, dude. Yeah, my respect for you.
Thank you.
Going up, and thankful for you, Doug. You've been great. You've been loyal. You've been faithful, guys. Like we got, when Doug says we get paid in hugs, that's about right. Like we get paid in hugs.
You know, that's the thing is that like most of the money that we make we'll put back into the stuff. I saw some influencer the other day that got like fired from Gala Games, and he was mad because he's like, I put like so much money into the games more than I even got paid, right? So that's often the case, right?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting here buying stuff in the game, but also everyone else is too. We just really preach to everybody all the time and effort you put into the game, the community, like just for guys like us, like me and Grady, we like live off of that energy, right? Like the people showing up, doing the cool streams, the people in the community that don't have to do anything, but they show up. And also I kick you in the butt to push you guys to do it even more because oh my God, it's so powerful. It's so good for the game, right?
Right.
As I wear my Harmony t-shirt.
Yep.
Did you notice that? I have a Harmony
t-shirt. That's hilarious.
That's my shout out to Flu. He was on your show yesterday.
I know, Flu, baby. Okay.
Anyways, yeah, so good times.
Flu, I love him. Okay, love you, Doug. All right. Doug Hype, Crypto Grady out. We'll be back probably later on or maybe tomorrow to do some more Abaddon fights. Let's go, baby.